Hi everyone, Julia here, recording this December 8th, 2022, on day 8 of my solid food vacation, as John Rose likes to refer to it. I'm doing 21 days, and it was exclusively grape juice with a little bit of orange juice, and now I've added in some Valley of the Lily and sarsaparilla tea, which is Dr. Sebi recommended, and it's still not solid food, but it's not juice, so that's why I switched from juice feast to solid food vacation. And so far so good. Got a little bit hungry yesterday, but didn't cave, and more than a third of the way there now. And I want to thank everyone for being here, and for those who donated towards the intentional community. Can't thank you enough. And it's so exciting to be here and at this resonance of abundance, because I was just looking at some stuff I'd written, and there's the quote, "Those who have shall be given more." And what that refers to is, to me, is that when you're in that resonance of abundance as opposed to lack, you set up that feedback loop, and you're just in that resonance, and things work your way. So yeah, always, it goes back to frequency, to vibration. And this time of year it's tricky. There's all the temptations of all sorts. And this is really when you have to hold the line with respect to your personal growth, and trying to get your resonance to optimal performance. Because otherwise, you just keep falling back into those old feedback loops that aren't giving you that content life of balance and harmony. And that's something everyone should ask themselves. Are you content? Are you happy most of the time? And if you're not, it's time to do your emotional healing work. Lose the fear, lose the doubt, find all the negative judgments you have about yourself, release them, replace them with 6 new judgments each, and move on to a much, much better life. And there's an emotional healing playlist on this channel that will lead you to language lessons of the heart. And it really is the key to manifesting the life you want. And then after that, you just follow the steps that have been outlined by many, where you put your intention out there, you feel what it'll be like when it happens, you put some action toward it happening, and then you just wait. And before you know it, things will just happen. It's so amazing. So amazing. And I was thinking too, how what if everyone treated everyone else as if they were significant, as if they were their significant other than the intimate, the physical intimacy. But wouldn't that be interesting if everybody just would go hug another person, or go give them a back rub, whatever, go hold their hands. And also I was thinking about the way we treat our pets. We're always petting them, especially those who really spoil our pets and adore them. We're always praising them and petting them. What if we did that to each other, gave each other that much positive attention? how would that world look like? Or what would that world look like? And yeah, because I really feel like before we came into these forms that we use in this realm, we were androgynous. We were neither male nor female. And of course now there's that separation, and we're such very different creatures in so many ways, even though a lot of people just want to assume we're the same. We're not at all. Women do certain things and men do certain things, and that's just, they do those things differently. You know, they don't see the world the same way. And we have our instincts mixed in there from when we really needed to propagate our species to where we are now, to where, you know, sex is the first thing anyone goes into in relationships. You know, it's all about, are you sexually attracted to them? And it would just be nice if we could just see through everyone's energy, treat them all significant with love and compassion and caring and nurturing when needed, assistance when needed. And we all just kind of looked out for each other, that we're all significant to one another. So I know that's another hippie kind of mentality, but I'm almost hippie age, even though I was born in 61. That's a little early to be called a hippie. I remember when I was like 9 years old, I used to walk down to the park and sit in the circle with all the hippies. I was a very unsupervised child. But yeah, if we all started treating each other like we're important and valued, and, you know, instead of, I think a lot of people treat other people like they're just taking up space as opposed to contributing with their energy. And I guess that's another key, because if your energy is real negative, then, you know, people with positive energy isn't going to want to be around you. And you have constructive and destructive interference, because, of course, our resonance is a frequency which propagates a wave in the ether. And so you have the positive wave meet the negative wave, and often that'll neutralize. But if you get too much negative, then you can have interference more toward the negative. But if you got more positive than negative, you could influence it to the positive aspect. So the more of us that work on ourselves and get that resonance where we want it, where it needs to be, the more it helps the collective. People always want to save the world. Well, that's where you start. You start by only putting out good energy from your avatar. And again, to get your vibration up, your voltage up, whatever you want to call it, there are lots of techniques. And of course, gratitude is key. You can't have any fear or doubt. And clearing out your subconscious and unconscious intentions with emotional healing. And being out in nature. You can do sound therapy, color therapy, eating light foods. Fruit is the best thing. Being mindful of what you put in your mind as well. The media. Substances like alcohol and pharmaceuticals are a no-go. They totally affect your frequency, even just in small doses. So that is the way I suggest you go in getting your resonance to an optimal place so you can have the optimal life. Because again, it always, always, always goes back to frequency. And when you get in that proper frequency and you get in that abundant feedback loop, man, all bets are off. It's just, you just sit back in awe at the way things unfold. There's just so many little miracles, too many to even discuss. So alright everyone, thanks for listening. And I hope you have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. Remember to always focus on what you want. And always help others if you can. Ciao, ciao.